Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. In January, Israel became one of the first countries in the world to give the new coronavirus vaccine to young people. At the time, Israel's education ministry said the vaccine was necessary so that students could sit for in-person exams. So schools mandated the shot, kids got it. What happened next? This week we found out. Israeli health officials released a report showing that vaccinated young people, particularly young men, were developing a potentially fatal complication, a heart inflammation called myocarditis, and they were developing it at extremely high rates. Researchers determined that the incidence of myocarditis in vaccinated young men was fully 25 times the usual rate. Some of them died. In Canada, at least one public health official observed the same thing. Dr. Peter Liu is the chief scientific officer at the University of Ottawa Heart Institute. He's an expert in myocarditis. Liu began to notice heart inflammation in patients who'd received the vaccine. It is more than coincidental, he said. In Germany, authorities concluded the same thing. The German government just announced that healthy young people should avoid the vaccine. It's too dangerous. This is a serious development for us in the United States. If statistical trends observed in Israel hold here, as many as 150,000 young Americans will develop a potentially fatal heart disorder because of the COVID vaccines. That's not alarmism. It's not some kind of anti-vaxxer conspiracy theory. It's real. Just this afternoon, the CDC confirmed what appear to be dangerous side effects. The country's two biggest vaccine monitoring systems, the Biden administration's Vaccine Adverse Reporting System, known as VAERS, and the CDC's Vaccine Safety Data Link, both show strikingly high rates of myocarditis in young people who have been vaccinated. We clearly have an imbalance there, a CDC official announced today. Imbalance is one way to put it. Potential emergency is another way. Given these numbers, it is possible that healthy young people in this country will be much more likely to be harmed by the vaccine than by COVID itself. That would be a disaster. In fact, it would be the definition of a preventable disaster. How are our institutions